This video will explain why intelligent people scare society. A word of wisdom. We often admire intelligence from a distance. We celebrate it in books, in movies, in carefully crafted speeches. We put on pedestals, hang its portraits in classrooms, and quote its words like scripture. But rarely do we speak about the burden of intelligence, the loneliness of deep thought, the aching distance between a mind that sees too much and a world that insists on staying shallow. This is not about arrogance, not about IQ scores or academic achievements. This is about the emotional toll of seeing clearly in a world that thrives on illusion. This is the pain of knowing. Thinkers through the ages have whispered this truth to us in the cracks between their words. Kafka once wrote, "A book must be the acts of a frozen sea within us." But what happens when that sea is thawed too much, too fast? What happens when you see the gears behind the machine and realize how few people care that it's broken? It begins with awareness, a quiet unease, a realization that something's off, not in a paranoid way, but in a soft, gnawing way, a feeling that the surface isn't enough. You notice the emptiness behind small talk. You sense the performative nature of social roles. You watch people chase money, power, and praise, not because they truly want it, but because they never stop to ask why. And then you wonder, am I strange for noticing? Or are they strange for not? That is the first crack. Intelligence, real searching intelligence, isn't just remembering facts. It's questioning the very ground beneath those facts. It's asking why, again and again and again, until the foundations begin to tremble. And here's the paradox. Society does not reward this. It punishes it. We evolved to value belonging more than truth, because for most of our history, the tribe that questioned less survived longer. Obedience meant safety, rebellion meant exile, and exile meant death. That instinct still lives in us. We crave harmony. We crave acceptance. But deep intelligence? It disrupts harmony. It asks too much. It sees too far. And so, the thinker stands apart. Galileo looked up at the stars and saw something forbidden. His telescope didn't just show new planets. It shattered the illusion that Earth was the center of it all. Tesla envisioned a world lit by free energy, a dream too big and too early. These minds weren't just brilliant. They were dangerous to comfort, because to truly see is to threaten the status quo. And so the thinker is exiled, not physically, but socially, emotionally, spiritually. And yet, most deep thinkers never choose this path. They simply can't help it. They hear something others don't, a frequency just outside the noise. It's not louder, just different, and this difference isolates. You might find yourself drifting in conversations that feel hollow. You might feel like you're performing instead of connecting. You may wrestle with this question. If no one sees what I see, does it even matter that I see it? But here's the secret. The pain of knowing is real, but so is the meaning that comes with it. Socrates was condemned for corrupting the youth. His crime? He taught them to think, to question, and in doing so, he shook the ground beneath the city of Athens. But he also planted a seed that still grows. That's the strange gift of insight. It alienates in the now, but it echoes into the future. Modern psychology tells us this, too. Highly perceptive minds filter less. They see nuance. They hold paradoxes. They detect motives, even when unspoken. And once you see, you cannot unsee. There's a word for this ache. Weltschmerz, a German term. It means world pain. The sorrow one feels when reality fails to meet what could be. And yet, this pain is not meaningless. It proves that you are not numb. That some part of you still hopes, still believes, still dreams of better. And that hope is sacred. It's what keeps the thinker going, even when misunderstood, even when mocked, even when completely alone. Because in that solitude comes clarity, depth, integrity, truth. You begin to understand, maybe I wasn't born to fit in. Maybe I was born to see through. So if you feel too much, if you think too deeply, if the world feels noisy, fake, or shallow, know this: you are not broken. You are not cursed. You are awake in a world that dreams. And yes, that is lonely, but you are not alone. Others walk these quiet paths too. They just do it silently. Your voice might be the one that keeps another soul from going dark. So keep thinking, keep feeling, keep being, because even in the silence, your light matters.